England's former Rugby World Cup winning captain Martin Johnson was at Twickenham to unveil the England 2015 ticket design, which also features an augmented reality digital element, providing fans with a chance to use a smartphone app to gain additional information on the match in question. Johnson also had a note of caution for England ahead of hosting the tournament.
I think home tournaments are a bit of a double-edged sword in some ways. Being at home, a lot of pressure, and that's probably the biggest thing, is just dealing with the expectation, the demands that will be there, media and corporate and everything else. Just remembering it's just about the playing the game is what it sounds obvious, but sometimes it can get lost.
Just to touch on, you mentioned the spotlight, perhaps, and almost a claustrophobic spotlight, perhaps, to a home team. We know that there were lessons learned from that campaign in 2011.
Well, maybe not, a couple of them.
Well, yeah, certainly, with the discipline issues and those sort of things a couple of months from the World Cup, what ingredients do England need if they're going to go all the way in this tournament?
Well, I think the guys are, if they don't understand it now, they never will, some of them, but you've just got to go, the ingredients ultimately come down to just finding a collective will to go out there and produce if you're good enough. I mean, there's probably normally at a tournament, 3 or 4 or 5 teams that maybe have the ability to win it. And it's just finding, in the pressure of it and the heat of the moment, finding a way to get over the line and win a game.
And what of Johnson's old position of second row? With 6 or 7 players vying for just 3 or 4 spots in the final 31-man squad, what does he make of the choices Lancaster must make?
It's exciting to see who gets in those first starts in the warm-up matches and subsequently who gets there. Because, look like Al at Launchbury's missed a lot with injury this year, but was there before. Dave Atwood's come in and done a bit. So for Stuart's point of view, hopefully he'll have a position where I can trust all of them. If I've got 6 guys, I could trust all of them. I could pick any of these guys and not worry, and I'll pick the best 3 or the best 4 in his opinion. So, or for what he wants to do, and that would be the ideal. I mean, normally, unfortunately, you lose a couple of guys with injury, or a couple of guys just don't come up to the mark. But from a player's point of view, it's just put yourself in a position where it's an easy call for the coach. Pick me. I'm the best player here. Put me in. Job done.